Okay, sweet eats for today, Wednesday, 10 May 2023. I have a cookie dough artificial flavor cookie bar Twix. This was $1.25 from the Edmonds QFC in Edmonds on 100th Avenue West. So it's one pack, has 2 cookies, 200 calories, 11 grams of fat, 2% daily iron, and 2% daily calcium. So, we're gonna, and this one is best before October 2023. I bought this in the past 2 weeks, I think. But I wrote down the price, so I don't forget and don't get it wrong. And that's pre-tax. So here are the cookie bars. It's very good. Not too sweet. Crunchy. The caramelly top. I guess it's not a nougat. It'd be the cookie flavors, like the cookie part. So like caramel cookie. Any updates in our life? Yeah. Donald Trump said yes to coming to Andre and my wedding. So we have a very short list of people we can invite because not many people are friendly or kind towards Russians. My Andre is Russian. And Donald Trump said he wants to come. So we're thinking of putting him at a table next to Vladimir Putin, have them both dress in white, all white, like white tuxedo and white tie, and then give them each a plate, and each of them gets their own, they're not allowed to share, blueberry fritter from Donut House in Ancourse. I am a Muslim, and part of the Islam religion is treating people with kindness. So we gotta see if we can do that. If this wedding ever happens. That kind of thing. Should I go on a tangent about the biggest difference between Islam and Christianity? And the biggest difference between Islam and Judaism? Well, let's finish this first. Now here's it's kind of a side shot of the inside. I think, is there like, there's like black dots. I don't know what that is. Like a little chocolate chips. Maybe. I'll give it a 13 out of 10. Tasty. It's a satisfying cookie bar. I guess technically not a candy bar. Per the packaging anyway. Very small font. Cookie bars. But tasty. I enjoyed Twix. And I enjoyed this product. So the tangent. So 13 out of 10. So if you're here only for the sweet eats, that's, yeah, I guess I'm going on tangent. So this is a sweet eats and tangents video. So the biggest difference between Islam and Christianity at least from, well, yeah, I guess if one wants a really big difference, at least from the Christianity perspective, Christianity teaches that Jesus Christ had only one human parent, a human mom, and they teach he is the Son of God. In Islam, Jesus Christ is the prophet, so still divine in some sense. However, a prophet has a human mother and a human father, so not the Son of God, just divinely blessed, so to speak. Kind of like the rest of the prophets. But it doesn't mean he's a prophet of Islam, but like the religion acknowledges like divine part there. So that's kind of the biggest difference is one, what does it mean to not have a human father? It means they have no patrilineal DNA and no patrilineal family tree. So Jesus Christ has zero ancestry through a father because he has no human father. So if somebody were like, here's his family tree, but they included a father, well, that's wrong because he has no human father. Right? He has no human DNA, so his DNA, male DNA, should not match any man. And people tested it, that kind of thing. And yeah, so it was a pretty big difference because that's the entire center of Christianity is it worships it's a follow Jesus Christ as the Savior and the Son of God, or one is going to hell. So like if he had a Twitter account, it's a follow him or you're going to hell approach. That's Christianity. I'm a Muslim. All right, so that's the he had a human mother and a human father thing, which is actually I think Judaism is the same, but I think unlike Islam, so it's not the biggest difference between Islam and Judaism, but with Judaism, Jesus Christ was a prophet for like them. But in Islam, Jesus Christ was a prophet, just not for Islam. So not part of the Islam divinity versus, I think if I'm recalling correctly, he is in Judaism, just not the chosen one, so to speak. So which gets me to the biggest difference between Judaism and Islam is the role of like a chosen one. So Islam has a bunch of prophets, male prophets, and the prophets have stopped coming. And in Judaism, there were a bunch of prophets, but there's also going to be a Messiah. And the Messiah is a chosen one, a godsend. And it's going to be a male, just like Christianity. So prophets for all three religions were male. And then the chosen one is male or man in Christianity, or was. And then he might come back for a third time because he was already resurrected once, that kind of thing. So they're waiting for a third coming, so to speak, for Jesus Christ, the religion, Christianity. In Judaism, the Messiah has not yet come, and when the Messiah comes, it's a male man, and they will announce themselves. That's a very key element of Judaism that's actually very different than both Islam and Christianity. Is Judaism is like, we want you be vocal, you let us know you want us to, like with their Messiah, like it's kind of like which is kind of cool in a way. Yeah, and how is that different than Islam? Well, so Islam is a bunch of prophets, there's like a power structure, and it doesn't speak of a chosen one, which in a sense of, if Islam does have a chosen one, and the chosen one is female, so let's say like I am the chosen one of Islam, it's about consent, making sure the structures work. So like, if I am the chosen one and I am female, and there's only one chosen one, is like the point of that, I could be like, yo, Muhammad, who's a prophet in Islam, can my podium of men, because I have multiple men, can my gold medalist Andre, silver medalist Leon, bronze medalist Kyle be prophets too? And then Adam Peaty wants to be a prophet too, but I don't know how to deal with that. Like, Yo Muhammad could have some help. So there's a bit of Islam is very different in that the role of a chosen one may be and is female, but there's like, it requires consent from both the religion and the chosen one, versus like Christianity forces one man on everyone, and Judaism goes, we want this person, but we also want this person to want us. So it's Judaism and Islam are actually closer in that way than Judaism and Christianity. Judaism and Islam both allow for consent, whereas Christianity is just forcing one man on everybody, whether people consent or not. So yeah, and yeah, those are the biggest differences. Well, it's not the biggest differences. It's the biggest difference that's kind of convolute. As the role of Jesus Christ, all address, say, some sort of divine intervention. I don't, is that the word? But what that is different in each religion, and then the power structure is very different in the role of one and only one chosen one in all three have been handled historically extremely differently. As a summation. So there's my tangent, and happy sweet eats of a Twix cookie dough cookie bars bar. Candy bar? Cookie dough. Cookie bars bar. Candy bar.